Hello everyone. I don't know if this is going yet. I never know if it is or not. I have my suspicions, but this is my second stream of the day. So yeah, I had one a little bit earlier with Live and Scratch, and there was a lot of technical issues, and I felt a little bad about it. So I just realized I got to change all this information. I'm gonna change it real quick. This art garden. Or let's do this snowy landscape. Just doing it on the fly, you know me. Drawing a snow themed drawing. Happy face. There we go. Now no one will ever know except that except that I have it now. So let's so yeah, the information was wrong and I just now noticed it, and I don't even have the thumbnail right. But that's okay. Maybe I can change the thumbnail really quick. Probably not. I doubt this is gonna be small enough. Well, I'll do it real quick on live stream. That's how professional I am. How are you guys doing? Crazy Boy and Mexicano and Lila. I feel like I've done a little bit of yeah, I have the old live stream up from earlier with the me versus Livin, so I have a little bit of like wrong. I cannot talk. Okay, that is at 100%. So I have downgraded that. So I should be able to just quickly change the thumbnail so people won't get confused if it'll let me choose that thumbnail. There we go. Okay, now I feel like I'm all caught up. It's always kind of a scramble with me. I was going to say false advertising earlier and I couldn't think of the word and I just thought of it. Anyways, I hope everyone's having a good day. I'm just going to do this second live stream. Hopefully will be a little bit better. The first one, the problem was is that Lemon Scratch came through the mic as well as his voice, so it was a reverb effect and I couldn't figure out how to change it. So hopefully I'll get it in the future. Oh yay, Lila finally reached 100 subscribers. That's great. I'm happy for you. We should do like a little happy congrats, Lila. I would sing you something, but I don't know what to sing. You're waiting for tutorial, Gracias? Or I can't read. Garrus? What is the tutorial you're waiting for? Did you suggest one and I missed it? I haven't been getting my notification. I've been having to go through like my videos manually and look at some of my comments because I used to get them through my my email. And for some reason they're not showing up anymore, which is a little bit disconcerting. I have a lot of problems with my Gmail. I have a lot of problems with all my stuff. But yeah, okay, I'm just double checking to make sure my live stream is actually going, but I mean people are chatting, so obviously it is. I'm such a scramble. Okay, so yeah, I was thinking of drawing just a quick little winter scene. I think it would be fun to have a girl like looking up and like have her hand here and it's like snowing on her. So that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. Not like a little girl. Did I say a little girl? Like just a girl. I mean, I could make it a little girl, I suppose, but I'm not very good at drawing children. So maybe not. It's really crazy windy here. I don't know what's up with that. I wonder if it's gonna blow in a storm. Hello from Sweden. I wonder if you're having a snowy time there too as well. It snowed a little bit here yesterday, and then let's see, I want actually this one up here and this one to go down here. These are like her shoulders that I'm putting up. Actually, you know what we should do? We should have it like up here, so like she's got her arm like this, and then we can have the other one. Let's see if we kind of quickly gesture draw this in. This is her torso. Her arm would come up here. I'll just make it really messy because I want to get it kind of loosely put in, and then her hand can be like this, blocking her from the snowflakes as she looks up. So that's the plan. But yeah, there was a dusting of snow here last night, and I woke up and it was 12 degrees Fahrenheit, which I don't know what that is. Celsius, but 32 degrees Fahrenheit is freezing, so it's 20 degrees below freezing. It was very cold. My hands, I came in and they were like so red. I have to go out first thing in the mornings. They were so red. It was no fun. Nobody likes red hands. And it was like, it's one of those things when you wash them, you can't turn the water too hot because it like hurts really bad. I feel like I'm just a complainer. Just a complainer. Let's see, we'll get her kind of proportions in here. And we'll have her go like that, and I was gonna have her arm go like that. I think that looks okay. This shoulder might be a little drooped down. Let's bring it up. So I think it look a little bit more like that. Look a little bit better like that, I should say. And yeah, I think her head's too big. No surprise there. I have a thing about always drawing heads too big to begin with. I need to start drawing like traditionally again. I think that helps you be a little more careful when you're sketching out because it's a lot harder to fix things. So yeah, it might probably do me some good. Okay, so we'll have her kind of like this. I think this will work. I was gonna have her hip kind of go out to the side like that here, and then over here it'll just kind of barely be showing, and then we'll have the snow coming down. So I think I'm happy with that pose. Let's get some facial features in. What brush am I using? It's just the default Photoshop brush. I know I can't bring the window up because for some reason OBS doesn't bring it up, but it has like if you open up Photoshop CC and you have the same version as me, there's the two round ones and then there's two underneath that are tapered, and that's what I'm using. So it's just size 25, and I have the hardness, it was like 62% before I messed it up, I think. So hopefully that helps. And then I'll be using pretty much just the default hard brushes. Hard round brushes is what I use for sketching, and then when I do the line art later and stuff. Sometimes I mess with the hardness. That's about it. But yeah, so let's get her some eyes. Get her some eyes. Sounds a little bit morbid or a little bit macabre or whatever. Let's draw in some eyes for her. So just draw the tops of them here and here. And maybe this one needs to come out a little bit more. And this one will go over a little bit. Of course, the sun is right in my eyes. I'm trying to adjust my curtain here real quick. There we go. It's not in my eye, it's on my screen. And then all I can see is the dust on my screen. I need to clean my screen off, I guess. Maybe that was the sun's way of telling me that I have a gross dusty screen. And I need to clean it off. Okay, so then I'll usually do her nose next. Get something in for that. And maybe a happy face. I could see like a little bit of a smile with the joys and wonders of having snow fall on you, as long as you don't have to drive in it. And clean your car off or walk around in it would be even worse, I suppose. Walk down to the store and lug groceries back in my hand. Does not sound fun. Okay, so let's see. Let's get her face a little bit more cleaned up now. I'm not too worried about the shape. I think it turned out okay for what I was doing, except I'm gonna mess it up now after saying that. We'll have a break here, and then we'll have the jaw go up a little bit here. So it looks a little bit better like that. I'm gonna shrink this eye in just a touch and give her some actual eyes that are looking upwards like that and like that. Maybe this one goes over so she's not like cross-eyed. I think I have a thing about making them all cross-eyed. I guess there we go. I usually call it derp eye. I give people derp eyes when I don't quite match up the eyes right. And then we'll just put that like that. Move that up a little bit and give her a little bit more detailing, and her bottom lip will be there, and that'll be her top lip. And we'll detail her eyes so she doesn't have just like strange eyes. We'll give her a little crease above them, a little bit of the eyebrow work up here and here, and brow in her ears like this. Maybe you like drawing everything for children? I think it's a really fun fun thing to do. I'm gonna move her eyes down a little bit, I think. Or I mean her, not her eyes, her ear up a little bit. I think it's a nice pastime. It's good to know how to draw. I think it gets a bad rap, like everyone says people who draw are slackers or something. I don't think so. What do you like to draw? What are the subjects, the things that you like to draw? Let's shrink that in a little bit, like, oops, like this. There we go. Get this a little bit more like that, and then give her some bangs. I'll probably put her in a hat, but for now I'll just draw some bangs in while I'm kind of blown up to this level. Give her some hairstyling. And I'm just going to erase this hand. I'll deal with it in a bit. Hand guide is over with. There we go. Goodbye, hand guide. So we'll have some shorter bangs there. Maybe just kind of like a choppy fringe. So it's kind of like that and like goes down like this. I definitely draw people more than anything. For when I got, when I had work doing drawings for commercial stuff, it was always people that I was drawing, so I got really into doing that mainstream and quickly. Let's see here, let's do it like this, give her a little more volume without having to cut back too much. But yeah, so I didn't do like a lot of backgrounds or anything, and I think I should work on doing like scenery, landscapes and stuff. Castles would be a fun thing to learn to draw, I think. Or yeah, I don't know. Okay, she's looking very messy, but that's okay. We're gonna put her in a nice big hat. A little sketchy mess. A big hat that's probably a little bit like that. Maybe it'll go down a little bit on this side, more like this. Just kind of roughing it in. I'm not always so rough sketchy, but I think today I wanna get it out, and there we go. Okay, so let's zoom out a little bit. This is I don't think her face turned out exactly what I want. I should finish off her hat though. Give her like a nice little stocking here. I'm gonna blow this up just a little bit. Okay, and I think her face is a little bit long, so we'll shrink that up as well. So I'm just going to select that, hit Command T, and use my, holding the Command button down, I'll just kind of use my mouse to, or my stylus to shrink that up a bit. So maybe if I do that I have to fix her eyes because their eye line is a little bit off now. So something like this. And then we'll bring this all over a bit too. Since we moved her face kind of at an angle, we want to move this out like that. Okay, so that looks okay. And I might do her hand on like a separate layer. Not super sure about that. In the meantime, I think I will shrink down this head just a little touch because it's a little big right now. Something like that. There we go. Just trying to keep it kind of fun, like she's looking up. And then that's her shoulder. I will put, maybe I'll put her hat back a little bit because I do think it's still a little off looking. I should have looked up hat styles, but I was going for like a beanie. We could do like a little tuft right there that you might just see a little bit, or we could do like stripes down it like this. It might just be too voluminous. I might need to just shrink it down, like create like a wrinkle here or something. That'll help a little bit. Okay, and then let's see, I'm gonna have her hair come out the back of this a little bit more and down like that, and then over here we'll see a little bit of hair perhaps like that. Just little finishing things before. Let's see, what kind of outfit should she have? So a coat, I think, maybe like one that has a collar like this. I think these kind of collars are very cute. I like this style of collar. My current coat has like a hoodie thing on it. My winter coat, I'm not like a big fan. It's too big. The hoodie's too big. If I have a hoodie, I need like drawstrings to cinch it in, because otherwise it like blows around in the wind. It's no fun. I don't like that. Okay, so we'll have her with a coat like this, and maybe even it can go out like that a little bit, like Just getting kind of more and more pushed into this angle. And then let's give it a belt. I think belts are cute. Just a thin little belt here. That could be like a black coat with a white belt, or a white coat with a black belt might look even better. We'll just see. We'll just have to make that choice. Yeah. And then it's pretty messy. Okay, so then we just need to kind of clean up this a little bit, and then we'll go into inking it. Not too bad. Time-wise, I was a little bit worried that it was going to take a little while. But I think we'll just kind of commit to being a little sketchy and quick, and then get it done. There we go. And then the coat will have sleeves, so we'll have this area here where there's going to be some wrinkles. So we'll just kind of put that in like that, and then go down, and we'll fix this angle of the arm, which is a little bit off. So just clean it off there. Maybe bring that out a little bit more. And I think I'm not going to do too many wrinkles. I think I'm just going to show it here and then have like one wrinkle there. And that'll look a little bit cleaner. And then I'm actually going to draw her. First of all, let's get her sleeve in like that, and then it'll go down like that. And this one will come out and then down and then go in like that. Create just a little tiny wrinkle there. And then her neck might have like a mock turtleneck kind of thing. Not like a full one, but a mock one. There we go. I think that looks good. I think her head's still a little too big. I always make the head way too big. This is the third time I shrunk it down. That's okay. I'll go ahead and shrink it down a little bit more. And then let's take a look at this flipped over. Okay, I think it's okay. Maybe move this head back a little touch like that. And then her hand, I'm actually going to draw it over here because I'll probably change it like later when I do the inking part of it. So let's just kind of quickly sketch out if this was her thumb, holding that like that, and then her first finger might go like this, and then it comes down a little like that. Middle finger goes up around this area. The ring finger will go right around where the middle finger is, and then her pinky will be over to the side just a touch. And that's probably good enough for a sketch for the hand. There we go. And then that'll be the crease right there. I can work on the fingers and all the beautifying later. I just wanted to get the hand there, so like it'll go there later. Shrink it up maybe a little bit like that. She looks kind of stubby. I don't know. Thank you, Everything for Children. Okay, so now I'm going to start inking her, and we can do a little fix up. I think there's a couple things I'm not super happy with how it turned out, but I always think of it like, you know, in movies when they're like, we'll fix it in post. I think of that with, I'll fix it when I'm inking it. I'm going to take a quick drink of my tea, and then I'm going to get this up like this. That was so descriptive. I'm very, very descriptive. Oh, I have chickens, and right now it's very, very cold, so they like refuse to come out or anything like that, but I still have to go in and take care of them, especially in the mornings. It's very difficult. And there's one chicken, she's got like a disability. She's got a leg that's, I don't know, like the joint isn't right in it. Could be damage to a joint, or she had an injury or something. But anyway, she's in a like dog kennel crate at night. She just hangs out with them normal in the day, but at night we're worried about her getting picked on and stuff, where she can't like escape. So I put her in this dog crate, and she is like obsessed with this thing now. She got very territorial about it. And I was like, yeah, I would be that chicken, where if I get my own little space, I'll be like, this is mine, no one can have it. If anyone goes near it, I will peck them. That's definitely me. Okay, let's see, that looks pretty good. Let's save my path before I forget. It is a bummer if you don't save your path. Okay, before I do her hair, I want to do her face, because her face got a little bit not right. So let's get her eyes in here. I just need one good eye and then I can copy it over to the other frame. So I'm gonna shift. I'm gonna shift because my butt is a little bit like falling asleep on the way I'm sitting. My chair is so squeaky. I keep thinking maybe one of these days. I looked it up once and basically they said you have to like put some oil or whatever grease in it. But I didn't know where you put grease in plastic and if that would hurt the plastic or not. Because I think plastic is like, you know, oil based. But maybe not. I don't know. Let me look at this eye. I don't know what's going on with this eye. I don't like this eye. I'm going to fix it like this. I want these eyelashes to be thicker. So I think what I'll do is bring this one in a little bit. And then bring this one over. And then we'll have this one going up like that. Then I can smooth this one out, bring this down, and then bring this out and over. Does it look a little weird? I think it's a little bit more like what I'm going for. Let's take a look. It shrunk it down a little bit. Let's bring this in like that, and we'll do the crease up here like that. Okay, and then if we copy and paste this path and then flip it horizontally and then move it over here and then just kind of correct it so it fits in here better, then we can do this. I want to fix this up a little bit more. See, the thing is I usually have it so this is here at the first one. I think I've drawn this out a little bit funny. I don't know. That's a little better. Just want to give her some nice fun eyelashes. Okay, and then we'll bring her face out down here, and then her cheek will go down to about there, I think, and then we'll bring her chin out because I can see her chin's out a little bit too much in the drawing, so we want to get that a little bit more cleaned up. This is a lesson in when your sketch is kind of messed up, how to fix it when you're inking it, and you just kind of work with it. I like this shape of the face better. It's a little bit thin, I think, so I'll bring it out here, and I'll bring this part out here, and then I'll bring this out here. And I like that face shape a little bit better. I want a little tiny dent where her eye is though. As you can see, without the hair, the hat looks a little bit big compared to her face, so maybe I'll fix that while I'm here. Let's make her face, change her face actually. Can we repair? Can we do like a doctoring on this? So if I put it out like that and then I blow it up, and I think I might, by doing this, I know I'm gonna have to like redo her without my sketch. Yeah, that's a little bit off. So let's turn this opacity down. I can still kind of see where I was going with the face, but we will be doing it a little bit different. Doing it more in the pen tool, doing these fixes. We'll be doing these fixes. So let's get a little bump up here where I usually put it on the nose. Let's put the little crease in there. Let's take a look. It's a little bit off. I think I was getting confused by the sketch. So we'll have it over here now. You can imagine if the bridge went out like that. That's why I moved it over, so it would fit a little bit better. And then let's get a smile on her face. Everyone should have a smile on their face. There was that old Annie, like, I don't know, from the 50s, or it was from a while ago. And one of the like moments is they go to the radio station and they're singing "You're Never Fully Dressed Without a Smile," and I thought, yeah, that's about right for a 50s mentality. But it's true. You should, I mean, you know, people have sad days and they don't want to smile and stuff. Let me just move this over now. This is going to be like very confusing to see, I think. But let's see. Yeah, there we go. I think that works. Maybe move it over just a tad more. Let's get that out of the way. So there we go. And then I'm going to want to move this eye down a little bit. Like that. There. we'll add her hair in. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add it so her hair is like falling over her face, and then it's like falling like that, and then we can add a little quick like hair break. That's kind of the style I do for that, and we'll just leave her ear out of it, so it's like her hair is is bundling and falling forward and stuff. It's kind of hard to have your hair loose in a hat. It definitely like sticks to your face and stuff more. I think so, at least. I have very long hair. I need a haircut. Oh, the random subject topics I do. Yeah, so let's get that in like that, and we'll move this little bit so it looks like it's falling behind that main thing. I kind of like the messy, choppy fringe. I think it's kind of silly. I draw hair very like Disney style. I keep thinking I should come up with better ways to draw. Let's get this in though, a little bit like that. And we should give her some eyes. So we've kind of skipped that. What I mean by Disney style is I have like this way of drawing them so that it's like very simplistic. There's not like a lot of hair breaks or different strands or anything. Let's take a look at that and see how that looks lined up wise. I think that's good. She's got wider eyes now. She's wide-eyed and happy for Christmas. And then all I need to do is squeeze some eyebrows in here somehow. We'll do the one here and we'll put it right there, and then we'll do the other one over here above the eye. How about that? Who would have guessed that the eyebrow would go above the eye? So unconventional. Usually I draw eyebrows above the feet, but you know. And I'll move this over because I think she's got a little bit of derp eye. Okay. So then this hat part will be going. Let's just let's not have the choppy bang because her hand is going over there in a bit. So for now I'm just going to put it like that. So her hair just is kind of coming out like that. Let's take a look at it from afar and see if it matches up. I still think her hat is a little bit misaligned with the rest of her. So let's just go ahead and select it. This is the beauty of having something on the computer, is you can go and fix it pretty easily instead of having to redraw it like traditional art, which is why I think I should do traditional art more often. I think it'll teach me to be more disciplined when drawing things. I did draw some holiday cards because DeviantArt has like holiday, like a hospital holiday card thing where you send in cards and they pass them out at the hospital around the, I don't know if it's like on Christmas or just the holidays in general. You're supposed to say happy holidays, not like Merry Christmas or happy Hanukkah or anything. Yeah, so I drew 2 of those for that event. And I drew like penguins. And the penguins were fine. And then I was like, okay, I'll draw some little cute polar bears. And they didn't, they did not turn out very well. So, I mean, I got some in the end. But I was just like, man, I've really lost my touch. Oh well. Let me get that. I watched another show on Netflix yesterday, which was kind of interesting, called Bodyguard. I don't know. I don't know if anyone watches that. I'm always curious what people watch on Netflix. If it's something other people watch, like shows. What was the show I was watching? I don't know. My sister watches like all the horror, scary ones. Like she watches American Horror Story, and I think she used to watch The Walking Dead. But she might have given up on that one since then. Let me get these lined up a little bit. I don't want that patch though, so I'll just move it down. I watched the first season of The Walking Dead, but I don't know. I don't think it was it wasn't really for me. But I like, in theory, I like comedies, but I think a lot of comedies aren't very funny. I'm not like a huge potty. I watched Peter Rabbit. I probably said that last time though, because it's been a while. That one's a good one. I really thought the humor was was perfect for that. Without giving any spoilers away, there's one where the main character, not the main character, but like the main human character, I guess, the rival of the main character, which is Peter Rabbit. I can't remember his name now. It's the guy who plays the evil general in the new Star Wars movies. I think his name is Domhnall Gleeson or something like that. Anyways, there's a scene where he's in a department store and he's just like, he's going crazy and he's losing his mind and he's really mad and it's just really funny. I really like that. I was laughing. So, and then there's these parts where there's like a physical comedy aspect, like slapstick humor, which I'm not usually thrilled at, but it's so well done. Like visually, I was really impressed by it. I don't know how they do that. There's like a little bit of blur you see, and obviously it's CGI'd, but it looks pretty good. It really looks like they're getting like thrown around and stuff. I was impressed. I always want to know like how they do those kind of effects, but I know it's kind of like learning about what was the old saying, don't learn how the sausages are made because you won't like it. I should like move this up so people can see more of it. And move this out. With the being December 31st now, I was thinking, sorry, I got distracted by the chat. It was December 1st now. I was thinking I might start doing like more wintry holiday season stuff, which is why I started with this. So the Thundersword says he's watching Captain America the First Avenger and Steve is about to become buffed. I actually don't know if you are here or sorry, Thundersword. I didn't like Captain America the first time I saw it, but I think that's my favorite superhero now. Like the very first movie, I think I saw it, I was house sitting and someone had rented it from Netflix and I watched it and I fell asleep and I think I was just like, alright, it was okay at the end. But then I saw the Winter Soldier and I was like, I love this superhero. I like him. He's a little unconventional. Like his main arc, I mean, he had this love interest and stuff, but his main arc isn't all about like, oh, his relationship problems that are at home are getting affected by his superheroing and what a nightmare and blah, blah, blah. Instead, it's like, you know, more about like his struggle to have the same values and stuff after, you know, facing different ideals in the world and stuff. I like that. I think it's interesting. I think it's an interesting story technique, and I totally sided with him over Tony in the other one. The Civil War might have been what it was called. Yeah, I think so. So I don't know. I wonder what I should do, like a poll. Who's your favorite superhero? I don't know. I think even to this day, with all the other ones coming out, I still like old Captain America. I'm gonna be bummed if they do something bad with him in the upcoming Avengers movie. Let's move this one down. And then move this one. Space them out a little bit like that. I don't even know if that's the side that they go on for girls. Okay, let me take a look. Is her head too big? It might be a little too big. Let's fix it up a bit. Because I've done so many modifications with it. I may have made it a little too big. I'm still not crazy about the eyes. I'm thinking I might redraw them. I guess we'll just go with them. I don't know. That's okay. Sometimes you just gotta keep going through it. Even if you're not happy with it, I think it's better to have a completed drawing than like one where you're like, I'll just give up halfway through. Although I have given up halfway through, I'm sure everyone has when they're drawing. But I guess the Winter Soldier, I wonder if, you know, I don't know, I guess I shouldn't spoil it, but the character of the Winter Soldier has a, is related to the Captain America story arcs. And I wonder if he hates the wintertime. Because, yeah, he went through some stuff with cold. Not fun. Let me get this hand kind of done. I don't know what I'm doing with this hand. This is looking awful. Let's fix it. We can do it. We can do it. So we have one finger over here that's two-pointed. And then this one is two-pointed. Let's move this in. I'm okay with this meeting up with this one here like that. But this will have to crease in like that. Alright, that's looking a little better. And then I think we'll have this one, have the joint, try to match it up with these joints. So we'll just move it in a bit, and that'll look fine. There we go. Maybe I won't have it at such a bend. So we'll just bring that all out, and then I'll round out the tip so it's not like that, and then it'll meet up with the thumb. Let's take a look here. Okay, and then I just need to do one more thing, and that is to make the pinky go down lower than the hand, because theoretically this should be kind of at a curve like that, so that this part this like webbing, this break in the fingers, between the fingers, is higher than this one. So we'll do that to honor that. And I guess I realized I just put the pinky the wrong way. So let's put the pinky the right way. So we can get that in. It'll bend. I kind of make a weird accent sometimes when I'm talking. I don't know what's up with that. Okay, there we go. Something more like that. And then I'll move this out a little bit. Let's take a look at this hand. Does it look a little bit silly? I think we're gonna have to add a little tiny bend to the middle finger and the ring finger just to kind of even it out. And then I'll move on from the hand because I know it's taking a little bit of a while. Let's move this in like this. Move this down and then shrink it here. And there we go. Something like that. There we go. I got all quiet, I know. I like run out of things to say. I should come up with stories. I wonder if anyone knows Etho. He's like a Minecraft player or whatever. And I don't always watch him, but sometimes I will. I'll see something from him and I'll put it on because he's kind of funny. And he always opens his videos with like a joke or something, and that's kind of funny. What has happened? Oh, okay. Like, it's not showing my sketch. I didn't click it hard enough. Okay, let's get the thumb in here. And then this will be it for the hand, and then I'll move it over to that area, and we'll just kind of integrate it with the sleeve and fix up its size if it's the wrong size, and then we'll go from there. So let's get a little bit of the crease there, like that, and let's take a look. Alright, it's not the worst hand I've drawn. So let's put it in like that, I think will work. So then we just gotta delete this part, and let me delete that part, and then shrink this up. There we go. Now her hand looks integrated in with the rest of her, except I'm gonna bring this out to exaggerate that increased wrinkle. And then I just need to erase a few little lines here. So we'll erase this line that's in her hair, and I can just delete it from the top there, and we'll just shrink where the hat goes. I'm sure you guys can't hear it, but the wind outside is going nuts. Not so wind. It's very, very windy. Oh, I think I didn't mean to delete all of that. There we go. Okay. So that looks good. I still think her face might be a little bit, need a little tweaking. A little bit of fixing up. So put it like that. Move her mouth in just a touch. And let's move her jawline down like that. And I think I might shrink her eyes just a touch. Like that. There we go. And then I guess I have to shrink them one at a time. I was hoping I could be lazy there and do them both at the same time, but I could not. There we go. There's one. And let's get this other one in. Oops. Hit Command R instead of Command T. Let's get that in like that. And then I'm going to take a quick drink and fix that lopsided eye. What I'm going to do is I think this one's gotten messed up, so I'm just going to copy this one over again, and then we'll get it from there. Cheaty eyes. I know. I cheat when I do my eyes. And then this is why my faces don't look right. Alright, there we go. My mic, I had to mute it to like clear my throat, and then it wasn't coming back, and I was like, oh no, Mike, why do you do this? Unless you guys can't hear me right now, which is a possibility, and someone will probably tell me in a half hour. Maybe we should have, now that I think about it, would be kind of cute if this eye was closed and this one was open, like she closed it because the snow got in it a little bit. That might be kind of fun. Let's do this like that, and then move it down like it's closed. There we go. Then that'll fix like when it doesn't look symmetrical. Hi KK Draw Draw. I always want to say KK Draw Draw. I don't know why. It's just K Draw Draw. I hope you're having a good day. I was looking at some of your videos earlier. if anyone on here likes watching how to draw videos, you should definitely check out their channel because they have like some fun like Pokemon, just every character you can think of. They did an Ant-Man chibi recently. That was kind of cute, or not chibi, but I don't know, sort of like a chibi. I always think chibi, but I think there's other names for them now. So I think that's it for the the inking. I think we're ready to put it down and commit. I can't see that shade of sun has gone over my color palette. I mean, that's not shade of sun. That was an oxymoron. Okay, so let's make this 8 pixels. And did I check that my hardness is 100? No, let's make it 100. And then I'm going to stroke the path without pressure. And then I'll blow it up to 10. And then we'll stroke, oops. I got this like that. And then we'll stroke the path and simulate the pressure. And then we'll have some like very small line variation, and then I will pick these two and fill them with ink. And then we're done. The inking part is pretty easy once you've got the paths laid out. Let me see. I'm not sure I simulated pressure on the 10. Let me double check this. If I do it now, does it have it? Yeah, it does have it. Well, we'll just blow it up one more and then do it. Then we can get some even more line variation. Did it work? Yeah, I think it did. Okay, I'm gonna just erase a few things, like where the hair goes over the eyebrow here. And how much would people hate me, do you think, if on the next stream I already had Christmas music up? I have to look and see what's public domain. Like, I was looking at if the Nutcracker was public domain, because it was written in like 1870 or 90 or something like that. And I'm like, well, in American laws, that means it's public domain. I did not get my lines matched up very well over here. Let's do a little touch up. You're not the only one who says KK Draw. Just want to say, read one of the webcomics you have and really enjoyed it. Just, let's say, read one of the webcomics you haven't really enjoyed it. Must have taken a long time. Everyone in the chat should check it out. Oh, that's very nice. Thank you. I like those webcomics. They're fun projects, but they are definitely time consuming. You're right. The most time is definitely in the coloring. Like, the drawing is okay. You get to like the 5th time you've had to shade someone's hat and you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't know. I usually do it like when I have time to watch something. Did this, did I decide on the coat? Let's pick a color. Let's make kind of a grayish bluish color for the background. I have a plan to make a dub of that comic, and I was gonna try to do it by Halloween, and then I was kind of like bossy with my poor voice actors. I was like, get your lines in, and they all did. And then I've been taking forever to edit, and I kind of feel like a little bit of a worm for doing that. But I'll give them credit and stuff when I do the thing. So here, I think a white coat with a black belt. Maybe not like white though. I don't know. I'm uncommitted. Let's see if I make it like a nice. What about a pink coat? I feel like pink is an underrated color. Except pink is really hard to do digitally. Like pink on normal colors, it's just hard to make it saturated looking. Maybe let's make it a purplish pink then. That'll give it a little bit of life to it. This is the ghost girl, isn't it? Or is it not? It wasn't gonna be her, but I could easily make it her. Maybe it's her sister or something. This was just gonna be a random girl. But yeah, the ghost girl in the comic is named Zoe. But yeah, she does look a lot alike. I drew her hair similar and stuff. I could make it into Zoe. I could do it. So we'll give her like blonde platinum hair, or platinum blonde. I guess is the order you should describe it in, or I should describe it in. So we'll give her some nice. Let's see here. Something like this for the hair. And then she could just be wearing a different outfit. I guess I want to include this. Oh, oops, I've already messed this up. Let's redo that. There we go. And then we'll get it to that layer. And she could be wearing like a brown turtleneck, I think. Would be nice. I think I did that for her co-star. And then since we did a purple coat instead of white, I'll give her a white belt. And then we can give her some black buttons or white buttons. Maybe they would look okay white. Is that too much white? I think it's okay. And then we can draw in her face and give her face some color here. And then we'll put, let's see, something like that. Maybe a little bit more saturated. I've made this like dull gray color for the background. I think I might add a little bit of color to it because I think it's hard to put colors against gray. It leaches them out. Do I prefer streaming as compared to normal videos? I actually think I like making normal videos better. But I do a lot of streaming because I feel like I don't like connect very well with, what did I just do? With my audience. Like I always want to try to like make friends with people on here and stuff, and I think it's easier when they can come in and talk, and I don't always have that, but sometimes people come by and they chat and stuff, and I learn a little bit about them, and that's like harder to do with regular videos. Like people leave comments and I respond, and that's about it. Let's make her a hat, maybe just like a nice red hat. I think would look good, maybe with a white pom-pom. It's kind of a Christmassy hat. I think people tell you if you want your minutes to go up, you should live stream, but I've never noticed that making that much of a difference. Probably because people don't really watch my live streams. So I know that some people were saying I should do more live streaming, but it's a little bit stressful for me. I wanted to have like guests on and stuff too, to like come on and talk and be a little more interesting, but I cannot figure out the technology side of it. Okay, I'll take another quick drink, and I think we have pretty much all the base colors in, so we'll just need to do the a lot of sorry, the shading and the highlights. Let me just color in this white part and pick a color for her eyes. I guess we were kind of making her like a Zoe character. So put I dropped my stylus. There we go. Put a blue color for that. So we'll give her a nice blue. Yeah, I'm curious. I think people who like streaming probably have a better setup than me. I would like it better, I think, if I could. Like for one, I get like these weird graphic twitchy boxes on mine, and that's always kind of like frustrating when I like look through my live streams later and I'm like, oh, why are you doing that? I asked about it on Reddit, but nobody could figure it out, so I think it's just one of those things. People say I should get another monitor, but I don't have the money to do it right now, so that'll be in a future thing. Alright, so let's start getting her some shading so she can really come to life. I am always tempted to just leave things like flat colors when I draw things out. Sometimes I do. But I think shading really brings things to life. Oh, you say you're sure people will enjoy your stream. The setup is fine. I think it has room for improvement, but I'm really happy that you think it's fine as it is too. You've started doing live streams. I think I've missed. Have I caught one of yours? I always try to catch anytime I see someone live streaming, but I'm not sure if I've caught one of yours yet. I think I watched through one that you did though. I can't remember if it was live or not. But do you like live streaming? It's kind of different. It's a little bit, I don't know. I feel I have to talk a lot more and stuff. Although when I'm doing like my let's draw videos, let's paint videos, I do talk a lot. It's just I kind of edit some of it down, and I can take a break. I can like stop for a minute and think about what I'm doing and then go back to it. It's a little bit different. I always feel like a little bit paranoid that I'm just rambling, but I think I come I say too many things. I want to be more positive. I'm too negative of a person, so I should work on all the positives and stuff in life. That was not, yeah, I guess that's right. Okay, I guess that's not what I want to do. I want to go back actually though, and before I do that, I think I'll give her a good chunk of shade over on this side of the hat, just so it's not so uncolored looking. So we'll go back and do that again. I think it's, I don't know, I say I like doing normal videos better than live streaming, but also I don't really have the time as much for normal videos, especially lately. So it's kind of nice also to just be able to be like, okay, I've got 2 hours instead of having to like go on, record, edit, and all upload and all that stuff. You can just go on and have a little bit of fun while your audience is there and just talk and stuff. So I guess in a way, live stream is like a little bit of a lazier thing. But you also have the worry, I guess these will all be in shadow over here. You also kind of have the worry of like if you mess up. Like I had one, I've had 2 live streams where I kind of messed up the art and I felt a little bad. And usually you can kind of step away and stuff. So I guess that in that sense, like I feel like I'm seasoned enough. Even if I mess something up, I can kind of salvage it. I just realized you should have hair down here. There is kind of like an anxiety part of that. Yeah, so we'll put that hair down there and then we'll get back to coloring the rest of her hair. I think I need to re-pick up all this. There we go. There is a way in Photoshop to do color select, and I have done that before when I'm kind of pressed on time, but I always think it creates like jaggedy edges more so than just selecting it yourself between the lines. I don't know why that is, but it's one of those things, I guess. Okay, so we'll just have it like that, and that'll probably be good enough. So we'll go ahead and pick some shading colors. So we'll give her kind of this, and then give her kind of this color. These are probably good. So I always like to fill path with 50 feathering, 20 feathering. I mean, the feathering sizes vary. Do not want groups, or I mean guides. And then 7 to make it kind of a crisper one after I pick that darker shade. And then, I don't know, I think it's really dark here and then not so much here. So what I might do is bring in a little bit of shadow here just to tie that in so it looks a little bit more visually normal. So we'll do 50, 20, and then we'll flip it and do 7. There we go. That's a little bit better maybe. And then we'll do her coat next. So let's pick up all these colors and let's pick where the shades will be, like in the wrinkles. I was thinking about for Christmas I might ask for another art book or something. I missed one of these. Let's get them all. Just I mean, you can do it at the end. I don't know why it comforts me to see the little lines going as I'm selecting everything. It's probably a little bit strange. Yeah, I just tried streaming that time and it was nerve-wracking at first. Yeah, I agree. It's a little nervous because you're live and you can't take it back. But I thought you did a good job. I wonder if you plan to do more live streaming in the future or anything. I gotta take another quick drink. Sorry to clear my throat on camera. I'm worried about muting it because I've been having technical issues with the audio going. I don't want to risk it. But just like adulting, you just gotta act like you know what you're doing. Yeah, perhaps more live streams for us. Well, I'll definitely try to catch the next one that you do if I see it. Yeah, I definitely agree. I'm a very introverted person who cannot speak. So these live streams are a little bit nerve-wracking in the way that you know, you have to sit there and be personable or at least mimic being personable and talking and stuff, and I run out of things to say. I feel like I have a boring life and stuff, so that's kind of probably the hardest part, is the constant commentary as I'm working. And there's probably people who just put music up and stuff, which is fine. But I guess I feel like I should talk. Yeah. Which is why I was hoping to do like things where I could have people come on and do art and stuff and talk with me, and it would have been fun, but I sure can't figure out the technical side of it. A lot of people say I just need a second monitor. I don't know. I have an old computer that still works, and I was hoping I could figure out how to turn it into another monitor. I just wish I had like a computer brain, or I had worked on computers more or something, because I sure cannot figure it out. Too many like plugins and drivers, and I mean not drivers, but plugins and application programs you gotta go through and figure out and stuff. Yeah, I think that's good. I'm a little bit, let me see here. If I pick these colors, maybe make them a gradient, I think it'll look a little more dynamic. Right now it's a little bit flat. I don't want that. So let me just maybe make this a little bluer on one side. If I do, I don't want this in color. Wait. Yeah, I think that's a little minor touch, but it helps a little bit. So I'll do that. And then we just have to do her face, I think. And that might be her face and her hand. I guess we could do a little bit in the belt. Hey, sketchy. I hope you're having a good day. I just took a quick sip of tea. I always announce it too, and I'm sure that gets annoying. How many introverts does it take to change a light bulb? Introverts, why must it be a group work? Oh, that is so true. I don't want to... It's not that I don't like people, it's just I feel very awkward interacting. I went to the post office. I get my mail in a post office box. I went to the post office the other day, and I was waiting in line to get a package, which you get like a slip for, and then you go up and get your package because it's too small to fit in the box. And there was this guy, and he was just trying to be friendly, and he was just like, I don't remember what he said. He said something, and then it turned into like a political thing, and I was like, I don't want to talk about this. I want to go. So that's me in social situations. I just start shutting down and going, hi, bye. Oh, he was trying to be nice though. I don't know what's with the double speak. He was. Yeah. I talk to people in the grocery store. I'm always like, hey, how are you doing? I hope your shift's going well, to the bagger and stuff. I try to be nice and friendly, and then I go home and I'm like, alright, I talked to someone for the month. That's good enough. I never have to talk to anyone again. I'm really good at talking to my dog. I guess everyone is. My dog's a good listener. He sits there, and as long as I rub his belly, he'll listen to whatever I have to say, or gripe about, or grumble about. Hashtag dogs are the best listeners. I don't know why it would be a hashtag. See, that's the thing with live streaming, so then you kind of say something embarrassing, and you're like, yeah. I don't know, I ramble and I speak. Yeah, everyone needs some recharge talk to the dog time. Or a cat, or whatever you have. Pets just, they get you, man. They don't even have a language thing in their brain, and they're just like, I get you. Okay, I think that's good for her. Let's take a look with the coloring parts. Do you ever do any kind of digital art, Kate? Draw? I think I mostly just see. I'm trying to think if I've ever seen anything digital from you, but I can't remember. But I always think I should try to do somehow one day set up for like doing some traditional art. I think it would be fun. I'm very out of practice though. I might have to, let's see, I think her base color could be a little bit darker than that, so maybe like that. Yeah, I think that's okay. I guess I have this to do too, her little sweater look. This. It's definitely one of those things where I wish I was like a better communicator. I did okay when I was in like grade school and high school. Then I got into college and I think I became more and more of an introvert. I don't know if it usually goes the other way for people, but that was my kind of path to it. I'll just go ahead and put that in like that. We started with traditional and we've moved on to primarily digital. Okay, so I think, was the Ant-Man one I saw digital? I can't it's hard for me to remember like what which ones they were. I mean, like if they're digital or, but I think I remember now it was digital. I don't know. I have a terrible memory. Yeah, I like digital art, I think. I mean, I know I just was harping on about how I want to do more traditional, but I think it's good for, you know, doing like live streaming and stuff to have it digital. A little bit easier on me, at least. Ant-Man was a first traditional in a while. Okay. See, that was what I was remembering as the last one you did, but now I'm thinking of the Charmander. So, yeah. I remember now. The Charmander's the one I watched today. I don't know if you have any more. I kind of was browsing through them, but I didn't get through all my videos today. I get really behind sometimes, and I just try to like look at people's most recent, if it's been like a week since I've had a time to sit down. I used to have more time, but that is the way of it now. Okay, let's just add a little bit of maybe a yellowish brown for shading. Like that. I think that works. And then I think just make her eyebrows a little darker because right now they're looking a little too bright. So if I change that, it should come together, I think. It's okay. We support each other when we can. Sometimes I go back and I look at people's videos from like 3 weeks ago, but I feel like awkward about commenting and stuff, so I just give them like a thumbs up or something. So if you're getting random video watches from that might be me. Okay. Let's give her a blush because she's out in the cold. So let's make a multiply layer. And hi Yuli Toys. Are you having a good day? I always ask everyone that when they come on. I should start working on different. I know that there's someone who was asking for a tutorial on Krita, I think is what it's called. It's like an art program. And I keep thinking I'll go in and learn it. I tried to do it once and it just kept like freezing. So I'd have to kind of figure that out. I think her eyes, I can see her eyes a little too high up now. But I don't know if I can fix that very easy. Let's see if we can do a quick little fix. Quick little magic fix to bring this eye down. A little tiny bit. So we'll do it like that. And then we'll fix the color first. I gotta get this back up to 100% to be able to paint in there. And we'll put the white, just bring this down a little bit, put the white in, a little magic touch up. Another thing that you could not do traditionally, which is why I'm terrible at traditional art. Okay, and then we just have to fix the color part. And I'm going to turn my brush back to 0, kind of put this in, and this will go like that, and then this will go down like that. That's pretty good. I mean, you gotta tell it was a little bit touched up, but I don't think it looks that bad. I just need to fix this part here. Like that. There we go. Bring her eye just down a little bit. I do like it down better, so I mean that was let's see, before, after, just a little tiny bit down. I think it makes a difference. Okay, so we gave her blush. Let's put a little bit of color on her lips. How do you have the music in the background for streams? I use a program called OBS Studio, which is, I think it's like Open Broadcasting System or something like that. Let me take a quick drink. Sorry. And it has, like, you can put sources in, And so I put a media source with like a bunch of YouTube free YouTube music in a loop on it. So I know that's not the best explanation, but if you want, I could go into it in more detail. I could like show you sometime. Like I'll do like an unlisted video and go through how it works. Or you could do a tutorial, like a normal tutorial. Okay, I didn't get her lip colors in. Yeah, it's through open broadcasting system, but using this gets the weird twitchy boxes too, so it's kind of a downfall on that, although no one else seems to have the problem, so maybe it would be okay for other people. Let's make a highlight layer just real quick and just get those highlights in while we're at it. Put a little bit on her so she looks like she's wearing lip gloss or something. Yeah, do you just stream through like the regular, like you go to, I think there's like an encoder and default in the live streaming option, or do you use another program? I keep thinking I should find, like everyone says OBS is kind of your only choice, but I keep thinking I should look around. I have some problems with it, but maybe it's just on my end. Maybe it's a human error and the program's just fine. I don't know. It might be just like I use a Mac, which is probably a downfall because I think Macs aren't, and YouTube. I have a lot of ums this time around. I think Macs and YouTube don't really match up very well. Like, I don't think YouTube supports it very well. But maybe just me. Some people were saying they're not getting my videos recommended anymore, and I think that's something to do with like YouTube in North America. I don't know. So I don't know. It was kind of irrelevant. I just kind of squeezed that in there. Okay, let's see it highlight in her eye while we're here. And we'll do one a little bit down there. And that gives her a little bit there. And then let's do the line and then we'll do the background real quick. I don't know why I always color my lines. I started doing it a while ago and I feel like it's like a signature thing now. Oh, you just use your phone to stream. Don't dare to turn on any music in the background due to fear of copyright. So no music at the minute. I only use the free YouTube music. I wouldn't dare. Well, that's not true. I write music in GarageBand every once in a while. So whenever you hear like terrible music, it's the ones I've written and putting in GarageBand. Yeah, and then there's some that I do from like classical music, like at least I don't know if it blocks it in other countries, but in America there's something called the public domain, where if music is 70 years old and no one has applied for, I mean just anything is 70 years old and no one has applied for like a license extension or something, I don't know what it's called, but it goes in the what's known as the public domain, and the idea is like, you know, anyone can use it then. It's for like helping out culture and stuff. Let me turn my opacity up. You play instruments as well? No, well, I can play the trumpet in theory. I used to play it in school, but when I use GarageBand, it's an application. It's a free application for Macs, but you can go on and you can put music in, and then you can pick an instrument and it'll play that music. And since I can read sheet music, what I do is I'll look up like, what did I just do? I don't know, something like Ave Maria, or however that's pronounced. I know I have a weird southern accent sometimes. I put that in, I look at the sheet music and I put it in the score part, and then I can pick like instruments and it'll play that. Let me turn that hardness down. I mean up. That's what I want, up. I'm gonna give her like white highlight hair. So yeah, that's how that works. And then I can put those things in. They're public domain, but I can't use a recording of them because that's copyrighted. So if I use like an orchestra that's done it, I can get in trouble. But the actual song, Ave Maria, or you know, any Mozart or Bach or you know, I don't know. There's a bunch of them. You can use the music as long as you quote unquote record it yourself. So that's why I put it in GarageBand. Kind of a wordy explanation, but hopefully that makes sense. you didn't know that could be done in GarageBand. It's a little time consuming, but like once you have it, I just figure I'm adding more and more songs that I can use, so I'll usually put in the effort. And let's just get these eyebrows done a little bit like that. And then I think just her hat is left. I guess we could do maybe some purple color for these buttons down here. And the belt, just to give them a little bit different. I don't know why I started doing this like line art coloring. Like I said, I think I just kind of did it as a signature thing, and now I figure, why not? Okay, so we'll do a nice bright red for her hat. And get that colored in. And then the nice thing about snow on Photoshop is you can just change the brush settings and it does all the work for you. So we'll do that. Here we go. I'll go ahead and make that red too. I guess I didn't ever color the pom-pom. I could do it really quick with just my brush. Pick a nice little shaded color and put it in like, oh, let's turn my harness down so it'll match. Like something like that. And then, oops. Turn this, then cut that so it's a little sharper. There we go. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna just leave the line art there. I might touch it up in the future. Let me do her turtleneck too. And let me turn my hardness back up. This doesn't work as well when it's a soft brush. Okay, good night. We're gonna turn it. Okay. Oh, it's 5 a.m. Well, I hope you get some sleep. Thank you for coming by. It was really fun talking with you. And I'll look forward to all your future videos and if you do another live stream. So, good night. Okay, I think just the hair then. And right here is where I missed. Oops. I need it to be the white. Am I on brush? I mean, I'm on eraser. That's why I was like, why is it making it black? Because I'm erasing it. Figured it out. Nailed it. Okay, so then we'll do some like cheapy wintry landscape. We could do like trees. They're kind of an easy thing to do and get. So let's do a few trees. I want my brush to be much softer than that. Let's do like a tree. Be like kind of a weird looking tree. It doesn't matter. I just gotta get it something in here. And we'll end up blurring this and stuff so it won't look, I don't know. I think it'll look okay. Okay, so, whoops. Didn't mean to erase that. Let's get that in like that. And we'll do a few branches. And maybe one out like that. A few that go like that. Just something. I'm really bad with backgrounds. I should work on scenery stuff, as I think I said earlier. Well, we'll do that tree. I don't want that there. Let's do this a little thicker over here, and then we can thicken up this branch. It won't look so weird when it goes into that tapered, except I made it straight. I want to keep it at a bend. There we go. Something like that. And let's erase some of this. I think I've gone too far. Don't mean to mess with that. Let's mess with this. There we go. And like one down. Let's make our brush a little smaller so we can have a few of these like lighter ones. And okay, so we have one tree. Do another one over here, I guess. It's like right behind her. And then we'll do the same thing here. We'll kind of make some random branches. That one can have kind of a weird thing, or it's branching out in two spots. Like that. I have an apple tree where I live. I planted it when I was 19, and I'm old now. I won't say how old, but I'm old. So it is all like branched out, and I didn't know when it was young you're supposed to kind of like make sure it doesn't do that. So the poor thing will never be, it'll never be like normal, and I'll always have lots of little branches out now. That's okay. It doesn't really, I don't even know if it produces. I took apples out of like a apple that I got from the store and planted them, and I think there were like 3 of them, and then 2 of them died. But that one made it. I'm gonna copy, paste, and move it over just so we can have like another one over here. There we go. Just do like a quickie thing there. And then I'll just go ahead and merge those. They're one layer. Make another layer, and we're gonna copy these, paste them, and these are gonna be behind this, and let's flip them. I'm just kind of reusing trees because I'm a cheat. But I'm gonna make them a little less so it creates that like effect fit, dimension effect. I can fix these up a little bit. There's a couple little branches that look weird, so we'll have that. And then we'll want one over here too in this area. So what 64? What did I have this one on? I gotta commit to transforming. 73. Okay, we'll bump it up to that, and then we'll move it so it's like that. So you can, I guess that I flipped it so now we're on the other one, so I gotta flip it back around so we have one like that, so it's not totally, I don't know. And then I can see it overlaps here, which I don't want, so we'll just go ahead and erase that. There we go. Now we have some of the background, some of the foreground. I could be like less lazy and just make a layer here and put it at like, I don't know, 30, and put some like branch looking things back here, and then that it'll be less lazy that way. And then one over here maybe. Okay, so we've got like a cree I was gonna say a Christmassy, I guess is what I was gonna say, a tree thing. Let's blur it. So we go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur. 24 days until Christmas. Are you asking for anything fun? Let me see. I want to blur this maybe like that. Here, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate it, hide one, just so I have a backup. Because I want to put some snow on it actually. So let's mess with my brush. I'm going to make the spacing really big. And I'm going to take a quick drink and swallow very loudly right in front of the mic. Okay, what's this look like? I think that's good. Turn it way down. I'm going to change my size jitter too. So, and then I'm going to kind of get some snow. Let's turn my hardness all the way to 0. I'm going to get some snow like on these trees. I don't know. It'll be a little bit like I'm going to put some dots. Where am I on the actual tree? Yeah. Put some dots on, and then like later in a minute I'm going to go in with some like white and get that going for that. Like a bigger, whiter brush is what I should say, not white. So I'm using white. I don't know. I'm so bad at speaking sometimes. Oh well. Okay, let's see. There and there. And we'll do a little bit there. And there. Okay. Something like that. I think that looks decent. Okay, I'm going to turn my opacity way down and put some of these background trees as well, so you can see a little bit of snow here. We're going to blur this all in the end, so hopefully it won't look so like jarring and and stuff. I don't know what to ask for Christmas. I think the main thing I would ask for is like more like another external hard drive, because I have a terabyte on my computer by default, and I've already filled it up by like recording and stuff. So okay, let's go back to a normal brush and take my size up. My hardness is still 0, and let's just get some like snow looking stuff here. We might add a few shadows. I guess it looks a little bit too much. Like, I know this is just a background thing we're gonna blur, but it does look a little bit too much like there's no shadows or anything, which is no fun. But we'll get this frosty looking look on these branches. I'll look a little bit more better. It just got really quiet. And I was like, I'll just talk very quietly to myself like I'm falling asleep. People probably think I'm falling asleep. I'm like, oh, she's crazy. She's falling asleep. Hopefully not. Okay, let me see here. Like that. And then I think what I'm gonna do is create a clipping mask and put a few like highlights and shadows. This poor tree is it's so flat. Flat colored. We don't want that. We want a few shadows and highlights. Okay, so here we go. Highlights, little streaky things like the bark. I'm just gonna do it on these front ones. I'm not gonna do it on the back ones. And then a few just like that. Nothing too special. Okay, so now if we filter and Gaussian blur, is that it? Did I already do it? I did. I'm on the wrong layer. Okay, filter, Gaussian blur. I was like, it's not working. I got it. Maybe a little bit more. Let's go back to the actual Gaussian blur choice. And just kind of have it like so it's very fuzzy, but you can kind of see it just a little bit. It's a balance. I gotta find the balance. A little bit less. I don't know. I think I'm gonna call it there. There we go. And then we're going to take a new layer. This is another reason why I don't do backgrounds. You have to dedicate so many layers to them. And just kind of create this like foggy looking effect because we're gonna have snow here in a bit. Oops. Let's turn our opacity down even more, like 5%. We're gonna have snow in a minute, so I kind of want to create this hazy look. It'll help with the snow. We'll have 1 or 2 layers behind her and 1 layer in front. So I think that looks good. Now let's make the snow layer. And I should probably label these. I haven't been labeling them at all. That's okay. So I'm going to go back to brush tip shape, crank my spacing way up, and then shape dynamics. We'll turn our size jitter way up, and we'll go to scatter. We'll scatter some. Let's take a look. Oh, I can't see because it's at 5%. Okay, let's turn it back to 100%, and I think that'll look good. I just need to make my brush lower, and that's too big, I think. Maybe a little bit less. Yeah, like this. Now here we go. Here's the snow, and we're gonna put some in the back, like I said, and then we'll do a front layer too. There goes my birds. They're chirping. They're chitting and chirping. They go ch 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 ch. I wonder, does anyone have parakeets? They're crazy little birds, but they're really fun. Like, I love my parakeets. I just realized I said for highlights, I put height. Highlights is what I want. Okay, snow top. And we know it's the top layer. Turn my brush a little bit down, and we'll get some over her now this way. And we'll put some on her hat and stuff in a second. There we go. She's happy because it's snowing, and we're gonna go a little more crazy now. Get some more snow in here. Nothing like that spacing thing, so you don't have to draw these individually. And then I'm gonna turn it even smaller and get even more like flurries in. I'm sure you guys can hear my pen on my tablet just going nuts. Scribble, scribble. It's become an AMSR video. Alright, let's see. I think that's probably good. Lots of snow there. And yeah, I think it's good. Okay, we'll go ahead and do this on the top snow layer. So I'm going to turn, let's put a little bit like on her hat area here, on her brim and on the curve up here. Just like that. You won't be able to see it on the puff. And we'll put a little on her shoulders. I know it just looks like it's free floating, but in a minute I'm going to add a little bit there. So let's actually turn, I can make it so it's less free floating by going to my brush tip shapes, turning it down so it gathers a little bit more, and then we can get a little more gathered on her shoulder there, on her shoulder here, and on her hat like that. A little bit here. Looks like it's capturing. We can get a little bit so it's capturing on her there. Where else would capture? Maybe just a little on the little more on the shoulders. And a bit down here maybe. There we go. And then we'll take our brush, we'll reset the settings, so to say. And then I'm going to turn my opacity way down. And I'm just going to put like a little bit of pigment. Turn my opacity down even more than that. 13%. Yeah, that's probably good. Put a little pigment so it looks like, you know, kind of helps the snow integrate. So it looks like it's sitting on her rather than not. I guess I probably should have picked a darker colored coat. It would have shown better. It's okay. It shows on her hat pretty well. I think that looks good. And we can put a little bit in her hand here too. Okay. So, yeah. I think that's about... I think we're about done. I could add a little aura to her. Make it a little bit more of a magical scene. So I'll go ahead and put this back here and call it aura. So I've selected the color and the line layer because that'll pretty much cover everything that's down for her. And then I'm going to, let's see, feather by maybe 100 pixels. And then I'm going to, am I still on that aura level? Yeah. A little bit of glow. Maybe that looks a little bit strange. Maybe we should make it kind of a bluish color. There, like that. You can kind of stick out a little bit more. And there we go. I think that's pretty good. The only other little trick I have left is making an overlay layer, setting it to overlay, and then putting a few like little color accents on here. So obviously we'll pick like a blue-green scheme. So maybe not that green. I think that's a little too green. Let's make it a little bit more blue. And it can come up from back there. And then we can have an actual blue color come up from this side. And then a nice higher blue coming from there. That's just like kind of an interesting highlights for the snow. You can make a white come all the way from back here too. There we go. Just adds a little interest to have a few color splatters, but I think that's about it. I think I'm done. So I guess that's it all in the stream here. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you all had fun, and next time maybe I'll be able to get some better like cooperation with people without the technical issues, you know, better guess things. So yeah, anyways, just copy in. Hello Norm. Yeah, I just had to do a little magic winter scene. But yeah. I hope everyone had fun, and I hope Norm has a good day or night. I don't know where you live, but yeah. Thank you everyone for joining, and I'm hoping to post some more videos this week. I know I've been posting like one a week and then doing a live stream, but I have a bunch in the back burner that just need a little editing, and then I'll be posting them, and then I'll start getting into like the holiday themed ones and stuff. I might do a tutorial for how to do the snow. I kind of did this live stream because someone was asking me about it, but I know that you can't see the brushes and stuff. So those are kind of the things that I'll be posting. As always, if anyone has any requests or suggestions or anything like that, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And have a wonderful day or night or whatever. Take care, and I will see you next week.